friends are annoying you. You can't remember what you learned in math yesterday, and now you can't find your cell phone. No, this is probably not an early sign of dementia. You are just tired. Don't grab an energy drink to try to perk up. Take a nap. It has been a long semester and you are most likely running low on sleep and the will to finish out the year. I took chemistry last year and found some things we did to be physically and mentally exhausting. As I stayed up later to study, I watched my grades drop lower and lower. After a while, I started taking 30-minute naps almost every day and noticed how much more focused I was while doing homework. By the end of the year, I got my grade up to a B. My times in cross country were improving by minutes and I felt more confident around other people. Just from taking a nap, I did better in my academics, athletics, and social life because I felt more rested and concentrated. Naps reduce anxiety, increase productivity, and improve judgment. Can naps have the same effect for you? Everyone has something that makes them exhausted and frustrated, whether that be a class, work, athletics, or even a person who gets on your nerves. It says on entrepreneur.com that if you get the recommended amount of sleep each night, which is 7 to 9 hours, you will be most alert, more focused, and equipped with a better memory. But only 1 in 3 Americans are getting the sleep they need to achieve peak productivity. Napping has been shown to balance the effects of missing the recommended amount of sleep each night. According to Psychology Today, a 20-minute nap has been demonstrated to reduce accidents and mistakes while also improving attention, concentration, performance, and alertness. They can even be used to combat drowsy driving when you take a quick nap before getting behind the wheel. Some workers also like to take naps between shifts or before night work. According to Entrepreneur.com, researchers found that people who nap were less likely to engage with distractions or move off task. They also found that people who napped were less likely to exhibit signs of frustration and other negative emotions. And finally, researchers found that, as expected, people who napped showed higher levels of focus and alertness. An extended midday nap can help you remember things you've recently learned and boost mood and alertness more than a dose of caffeine. I firmly believe if you adopted this habit, you will feel more confident in your academic, athletic, and social life, along with your physical and mental health. This nap could be as short as 15 to 30 minutes, or even up to an hour and a half. To get the most out of your nap, use the following tips to help from fit.com. Get the timing right. Napping after a long day isn't going to help you much. Nap midday or between 2 p.m. or before 2 p.m. to get the most of your post-nap energy boost. Keep the nap 20 to 30 minutes. Set an alarm. If you sleep too long, you may have already fallen into a deep sleep, and when you wake up, you may feel even more groggy than you did before the nap. Get quality sleep. If you are going to sleep, sleep well. If you are sleeping at home, sleep in your bed. If you are sleeping somewhere else, find a comfortable place where you can lay down or recline back. Try to sleep in a place where not a lot of light or sound can reach you. Maybe even try an eye mask or a fan to block out the sound around you. You can power nap almost anywhere, in the library or on the bus on the way to a game. Do a trial and error for nap spots. Was the library quiet enough? Did you feel rested after 20 minutes, or could you have used another 10? You do not need to nap every day to see a positive effect in productivity. Naps can be used as a tool to make up for sleep deprivation you may face on a regular basis. You may think that naps are going to ruin your sleep schedule at night, but if you aren't getting the recommended amount of sleep at night, then a nap during the day is only going to do good for you. You may also believe you don't have time for naps, and maybe right now you don't. But integrating a nap into your daily schedule is fairly easy, especially if the nap is just 10 to 15 minutes. According to the Huffington Post, a few well-known people even found time for naps. Leonardo da Vinci was a professional napper. He took 15-minute naps every 4 hours, totaling only 1.5 hours each day. This pattern is known as the sleep of genius. John F. Kennedy, the president, ate his lunch in bed so he could take a nap afterwards every day. Each nap lasted from 1 to 2 hours each, and he kept his room dark and clean so he could get as much out of his nap as possible. Bill Clinton was known for falling asleep in any situation. He could fall asleep leaning against a wall if he had to. Clinton told CBS News that on days when he is a little short on sleep, He tries to sneak away to lie down for at least 15 minutes, and it really does make all the difference. If a president can make time for naps, why can't you? Imagine this. You are having trouble writing a paper for a class you have been struggling in. You feel mentally exhausted, so you decide to take a nap. You wake up from this amazing 20-minute power nap feeling refreshed. You start on the paper again and feel focused and good about the work you are putting into it. You will feel great after getting your grade back, knowing that you did your best on the paper, all because of the amazing nap you took before writing it. Naps can help reduce anxiety, increase productivity, and improve judgment. Nap more often and find yourself happy more often. I will continue to nap as often as I can to help me in my mental and physical well-being, and I recommend it to all of you too. On the Huffington Post, Winston Churchill said, "Nature has not intended mankind to work from 8 in the morning to midnight without that refreshment of blessed oblivion, which, even if it only lasts 20 minutes, is sufficient to renew all the vital forces."
How much napping is too much napping?
Around 2 hours is probably too much because you could fall into the deep sleep and you'll wake up feeling more tired than you did before the nap. So staying like an hour or under an hour would probably be better. Yes?
What's the difference between sleeping at night and napping?
When you sleep at night, you fall into your deep sleep, so like it's like not like terrible, but if you're not getting your like 7 to 9 hours every night, then taking a nap can like help like refresh you, as long as like your nap is, just like it's the amount of time that you need it to be.